And they write some stuff on a piece of paper, and eventually they'll give him back thousands of dollars. And the next one said, well, that's nothing. My dad's a poet. And he just sits down at his desk and he writes a few words and he sends it off to the publisher, and the publisher sends him money. And the third one says, my dad's a preacher. He gets up in front and mumbles something for a few minutes, and 8 guys can't pick up all the money fast enough. What we see isn't always what we see. If there's a car accident, you'll get a different version from every witness. For example, if I see a red car hit a green car, I'll say, oh, it was a Chevy, and it hit a Nissan, and they were both going well over the speed limit, and in my opinion, because I got an opinion, it was his fault. And the lady with me will say, well, he was wearing a brown shirt that didn't match his slacks at all. And she had on the most ugly fuchsia top I have ever seen in my life. You see, we look at different things with a different point of view. The facts are there. The accident happened. The incident occurred, but we see it differently because we look through different eyes. What's important to me may not be as important to you as I think it ought to be. I stand up here some days and I talk about all these wonderful things that happen around us, and you say, well, I didn't notice that was going on. And that's all right. Because God calls us to be different. He doesn't want us to be the same. He doesn't want us to be beige. That's a good color, beige. He does not want beige people. He wants some red people and some blue people and some green people and some vibrant, multicolored people. Because He wants your love and your life. And you have it to give. Oh, but I'm old. Yeah. That gives you experience and wisdom. And you know people. But I'm not educated. That's okay. He will let you be educated. He will let you learn. That's the beauty of the God we have. Is that He's not done with us. I'm not sure He's done creating His universe. Because the scientists will tell us it's changing all the time. And I give Him a lot of credit for creating what there is. But He's not done creating your life either. Now you can put up a stone wall, you can put up a brick wall, you can stand and say, no God, I won't do that. And He'll continue to work on you. He won't give up on you. He may not be successful in what He would want you to do, but He won't give up on you. The wonderful thing about God is that He has things that He wants done. He has His plan in place, and I have no idea what it is. That's because I'm old and learned and have wisdom. I admit I don't know what it is. So His plan is that something will occur, and if I won't do my share, someone else will have to. Because He isn't going to change His plan because we are reluctant. He isn't going to change His plan because we drag our feet. He is not going to change His plan, but rather He will change the cast of characters. He wants you to be part of it. He wants you to listen to the Word. He wants you to understand that your wealth is worldly and it doesn't go anywhere with you. You've never seen a Brinks truck in a funeral procession. When you go, it stays. If you're hungry, be hungry for the Word. Be hungry for love. Be hungry for the power to make changes in people's lives who's needed. Jesus preached the Beatitudes, and they are wonderful because they make such great promises. But the simpleness of the words belies the depth of the message. In the King James Version, it says, "Blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth." If you go back into the 1600s when the Bible was translated into English, the word meek referred to the Shetland ponies that worked underground in the coal mines. And those ponies were taught to listen in the darkness only for their master's voice and to only respond to their master's voice. So then, let's take a look at, and the meek shall inherit the earth. The meek are the ones who only listen to the master's voice and always respond to the orders or the commands of that voice. Now we've changed meek to mean kind of milquetoasty and kind of not much of anything. But that's because the language changes. And it's because when they went from the Latin to English, there were words that didn't translate well. But the thoughts and the meanings and the package that Christ delivered to his disciples never changes. If you're happy now, wonderful. But understand, glee and joy are not permanent. And there will be a time when we will weep. It may not be for us, it may be for someone else, it may be for a whole group of peoples. Blessed are they who are poor now, because they will receive their reward in heaven. I don't think you have to wait that long. I think if you're poor in spirit, as soon as you begin to receive the fact that Christ is in you and understand that Christ is with you, you become rich. You become wealthy. You have everything you need, or you have a knowledge and love of Christ. Now, it's been said that I could do this too. Okay. I got $3. I am among the 10% of the richest people in the world. I have cash in my pocket. 90% of the people do not have cash in their pocket. But that's not what he's talking about. He's not talking about the wealth in my pocket. He's talking about the wealth in my heart. And if I'm not wealthy in my heart, then I need to get wealthy in my heart. I need to let my heart overflow. I need to let my heart encompass the people who need it. Louis said, we got a truck Tuesday. We're going to get probably 2 tons, maybe 1.5 tons of food that's going to go on somebody's table. Somebody who doesn't have food on their table. But we're going to make them wealthy. They may not know it, but we're going to teach them that they are loved. And they may deny it. But a bunch of people are going to handle 6,000 pounds or 3,000 pounds of food quickly, efficiently, and set it up so they can give it away. No money changes hands. No bargains are made. No deals are cut. We get it, we give it. And that's what we can expect from the love of Christ. He gives it. We get it. We give it away. That we might always have it. Yeah, the meek shall inherit the earth. And those who weep will know joy. And those who know unbridled joy will somewhere find something that will bring them to tears. The wonder of wonders, the greatest thing is to realize that those may be tears of great joy. Not necessarily tears of hurt. But rather, if we can celebrate Christ in us, if we can celebrate the love of Christ in us, then we will weep for joy. For it is so precious. Precious beyond price. Precious beyond belief. We get this gift this morning. We get the wine in the cup. Yeah, wine in the cup. That's two the same, right? Okay. Well, we get another gift. We get the body of Christ. All we need to do is open our hearts to accept that it is Him who is given to us. It is Him who was given to us a long time ago. It is Him who we have every day But we pause for just a moment to recognize him as our gift, our eternal gift, the gift of love from God. So when we come to the table, come with an open spirit. Be ready. As you're ready to come forward, pray. Pray that this gift will be what we intend it to be for you. Pray that His Spirit will abide in you. Pray always, but pray. For on that fateful night, He came before His disciples at the last dinner, which was traditional. He served a dinner that was traditional. We serve a different dinner, and it's traditional for us. But He broke bread and said to them, "This is my body, broken for you that you might be made whole in me." Likewise, at the end of the meal, He took the cup and He lifted it and He said, "This is my blood, my life poured out for you. I give it to you. No one takes it. It is yours because I want you to have it." Let us pray. In all of your creation, God, you brought to us so many things, and yet the greatest thing that you give to us is the ultimate love. For you gave up your Son that we might have Him. You gave up your Son that we might be forgiven. You gave up your Son that we might learn to love. For it's our prayer that we would be one in the Spirit, one with each other, one in ministry right here in your kingdom where you have called us to labor. So touch our lives, touch our hearts, Lord, that we might be willing to accept your gifts, wholly, fully, without reservation. So this day, Lord, hear us as we lift our voices this morning and pray together. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, and the power, and the glory forever. Amen. We ask you to come to the table when you are ready. Come down the center aisle.